Tommy Wildfire Rich from Episode 7 of the School of Morton podcast. You were working a lot with the one and only Harley Race. How do you feel about him as a technician, as a performer?
Harley Race, it's hard to describe because Harley Race had a lot to do with me winning the world heavyweight title. He was a great man out of the ring and a great man, a great general in the ring. I mean, Ricky's worked with him. I mean, there's a lot of world heavyweight champions, but to me, Harley Race was, because his persona, he had the whole package. To me, he'd go out there, he wrestled Andre, have one match, he'd wrestle me, have another one. He was good.
Yeah, I worked with him, and I wrestled him in the ring, and he told me, what's your finish, son? I said, crossbody off the top, and I gave it to him, and he kicked out on one. Hey, Harley, and we're going to say this, Scotty, since you're on there, and Tommy knows too. Harley was a great world heavyweight champion and everything, but knowing Harley out of the ring, dude, you have been going down interstate, back then you can drink a little beer, and you go down the interstate about 60 miles an hour, and all of a sudden a car hits you in the back end with no tail lights and pushes you 120 miles an hour down the interstate. That's Harley Race.
Yeah, he thought that was just the funniest thing in the world.
Look here, you get we stop, get out of the car, our hair, we stick it straight up in the air, white as a ghost. But Harley, one of the best things I ever remember. Do you remember in Tampa, Florida, they had the bar called the Hall of Fame, a bar. I don't know if you do. You remember that? I remember that. I was in there one night, and Harley raced at the bar. And back then, you could smoke in bars, and Harley smoked. And him and Ric Flair was sitting at the bar, and they were drinking. And this guy had to be 6'9", walks up beside him. He's a defensive end for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And he was messing with Harley, and he goes, I'm thinking about getting into wrestling. And Harley still got the cigarette in his mouth. He turned around, and Harley had that strength in his arms. He said, well, put your hands right here. And he put his hand on Harley's hand, and boom, that guy went straight down to his knees. And Harley turned around and was talking to Flair, still with the cigarette in his mouth. And he turned back around and goes, oh, I'm sorry, son. You okay? And I'm sitting there, and look here, that guy got up and says, excuse me, sir, I'm sorry I bothered you. He said, I think I bit off more than I can chew. He turned around. That's cool. I mean, Harley was tough, buddy. And I know, Tommy, during that era there, Ole Anderson had a lot to do with you, too, didn't he?
Yeah, Ole, yeah. I mean, Ole was, me and that Ole, we had that love-hate relationship.
Hey, I was just telling Scotty that, too, earlier. Ole don't even like ice cream. He's
I mean, and once you got to know Ole, once you got to know him, that was cool. But if you didn't know him, like I didn't know him when I first got to Georgia, and I don't think he liked me a whole lot when I first got to Georgia. Mr. Barnett did. Mr. Barnett, he liked me and didn't want me to go nowhere. And then Ole had to like me, and I started drawing a little money. And then I think Ole started realizing it too. I mean, I had a good relationship with Ole.
She said, "Rama, lama, bama, lama, rock and roll is."